this team. We're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel with open door. Circumstances navigate the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break, but no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal.
Cause the devil is a lie, hey. I'm telling you the truth, hey. Barbershop conversation, man. We're going to get in here early, man, because the guest couldn't wait to come into the barbershop, man. Hey, he got a date at 11, so he had to get his hair cut a little bit early. What up, Rob, Luis, Andrew, Luis, Dream Cooking, man. Donald, 65-year-old G, Ant Fresh, CB Sports, Jeff Smith, Maurice, man. What it do, Phil? Natasha, hey, what's up, Phil? Hey. So, man, we're just going to cut the song because we don't want to keep the guests waiting, man. We appreciate them coming in. Shit, man. Mad early, man. And we genuinely appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. Without further ado, man, one of the greatest promoters here in Los Angeles. Y'all may know him from Love and Hip Hop, man. And he has a voice that I think is just exceptionally powerful that we need to hear. And that's why I was inspired to have him come on, man. Without further ado, man, the glorious one, man, the Sincere Show, man. For the show!
Hey, I came up on the plug.
How you feeling, dog?
Man, I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed, man. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you coming on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I've been to a few parties. Yeah, I hear you very well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna catch up. Yeah. Yeah. So I done been to a few of your parties. So I done heard you say welcome to the show quite a few times, man.
That's right. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. So the one of the reasons why I've always been, I followed you for some years. I went to your party and I was fascinated how like one man can command 1,000 people. I'm a Malcolm X guy, so I'm big on leadership and stuff like that. And although it was a club atmosphere, your command of the environment, and that's because I didn't know you from Love and Hip Hop. I had to learn that once I went to your clubs, and I was like, man, this is interesting how one man can control a crowd when niggas just want pussy, get drunk, and do all that. Did you know you were a leader, or did you grow into it, if I might ask? Or
I mean, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I definitely always been a leader. Mm-hmm. You know, a person that moved at the beat of his own drum. I never, you know, even just growing up, man. I grew up, you know, in the hood, west side of Chicago. Mm-hmm. My brother was one of the biggest drug dealers on the west side. I could have did that. I could have got into that game and went that route, but I seen what he was doing. I was like, nah, you know what? I don't think I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? To the point where now the younger brother, the older brother is following me. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. So, yeah, I definitely never been a person that just wanted to fit in some mold that someone already presented, which is how even in Hollywood, you know, when I got here, the clubs weren't what they are now. I think I changed the tone and the temperature of Los Angeles nightlife, especially in Hollywood. You know, you had a bunch of, you know, for a lack of a better word, a bunch of white boys running the town. You know, very, very racist in some aspects of, as far as to, you know, letting different women and different guys in. And, you know, it's like that famous quote Kanye say, you got broke nigga racism where they don't want you to come into the store. And then you got rich nigga racism where they like, come on, nigga, buy some more. So that's kind of how Hollywood was. And, you know, niggas wasn't even playing Young Jeezy or Gucci Mane when I came here. And I was like, we gotta change this. We gotta put that energy and that vibe in the city. You know, I feel like I played a major role in, you know, not only helping the careers of a lot of LA artists, local artists that was coming up at that same time I was getting in the game through playing their music and booking them and everything, but also bridging the gap between LA used to be late. Like a nigga could be the hottest nigga in the world from Atlanta or New York, and LA wouldn't even get a wind of him until, you know, whenever, you know what I'm saying? So I was very instrumental in letting them know, like, yo, you know, these songs is booming everywhere else, and getting in with the DJs and, you know, setting that tone too.
Let's take it back to Chicago, man. I think your story is very fascinating, but can you give us a glimpse into your childhood and like your religious background and current Chicago today?
Yeah, man, Chicago was rough, man. I mean, it's definitely whatever you get from the news and then some. I think nowadays it's been a lot more highlighted, but Chicago has always been a very dangerous place. I mean, as I'm sure some people don't know, but Chicago to this day is still one of the most segregated cities in America. You know, hey, if I walk, past this point, that's where the white folks live, or if I walk past this point, that's where the Mexicans live, or if I'm going up north, I'm probably gonna run into a lot of Indian people or whatever the case. So, just growing up in an environment like that was very intense from a racial perspective. You were kind of isolated to your neighborhood a lot, being a black person. I mean, you could go somewhere else, but you might go in the Mexican hood and get your ass whooped for, you know what I'm saying, being in their hood. But I grew up with real humble beginnings, man. You know, by the time I was 2, my mom and dad, they was done. My mom, she worked a lot. So, you know, we kind of was responsible for ourselves. You know, I was the youngest. And a lot of nights, man, I just had to kind of figure it out on my own. There was really nobody to show me the way or how to do things. And like I said, by the time I was in, you know, 3rd or 4th grade, my brother, he was one of the biggest drug dealers on the West Side. And it was really because my mom used to let these guys cook up in the kitchen. You know, some guys that she knew. And my brother would clean up after them when they cooked the crack. And he would bag it up and go out on the block and sell it. So the older guys started noticing, like, oh, okay, this is a little move over here. You know, we should put some work. And they gave my brother the block. And the whole neighborhood was in on it. Like everybody from the 4600 block on the west side of Chicago and Adams, you know what I'm saying, was in on the hustle. You know, so I grew up around that. And just me, man, I was a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? I got kicked out of school, sent to an all boys school when I was in 6th grade. From that point, I just never really fit in with the school, with the structure. I was real smart. I was able to learn quick, which was part of the problem. I'd be done with my work and I started, you know, doing other things.
I know that too.
So the school really wasn't really something that could handle me, man. So by the time I was 16, I was done with high school and trying to run up a check. You know what I'm saying? So
you lived that Thug Motivation 101 in real life, man.
I mean,
you actually wrote the album.
I ain't going to, you know, try to make it seem like I was some cocaine kingpin or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, music was always my passion, and I always was trying to figure out how to get in the entertainment business. That was my thing. Like I said, I seen what my brother did, and I didn't really want to be a part of that. But once again, I grew up with my mom being involved in that. I grew up with my brother being involved with that. Obviously, just everybody in the neighborhood. And, you know, I just wanted to get the bag, but I seen how it tore our family apart. I seen how our doors getting kicked in by the police. I seen, you know, my little sister, my oldest sister getting kidnapped and held for ransom because they trying to get the money. I seen a gun pointed to my mom's head and my sister, baby daddy jumping in front of the gun and the gun getting jammed. You know what I mean? Like I've seen with my own 2 eyes murder and hunger, and to the point even where we stealing food to eat. You know, like I've been through all this. I had a mom who never did drugs or nothing, but just the money she was making wasn't enough to take care of 4 kids. It wasn't enough to provide for us. Pops, he not really around. He show up every now and then. You see what I mean? Like drop off a bike or something for a birthday, but he not putting on like he's supposed to. So, you know, having a big brother, he like, yo, nah, we got to get this paper. And me in the hood, I was always the little brother. So they would pay me. I was getting money, getting paid to iron niggas' clothes. This back when you had to put the spray starch on pants. They want the they wanted to crease. You know, they wanted to crease.
I feel you.
So I'm getting paid to clean up after the dogs. Niggas had pit bulls and they paying me. I'm going to school with a pocket full of money, just being a little brother, you know. So I mean, I definitely seen the lifestyle, but that wasn't for me, and I wouldn't even recommend it for anybody. You know what I mean?
Did religion play along with your mental stability at all?
My mother, she not religious at all. My pops, he was a super Christian. That was his MO. He did he was like the leader of the music ministries. My pops really was a fraud though, because he was doing all, you know, no disrespect, but he was doing all kind of criminal activities. But you know what I'm saying? He was the church man. When I was younger, man, I used to catch the bus to church. I wanted to go to church and praise Jesus so bad. That was I used to catch the bus, you know, and through my research and just being in church, it was always some type of thing where it just Christianity didn't sit well with me. So when I was about 15 years old, I was at the bus stop. I seen this brother in a suit and a bow tie, and he had his wife with him, and they had a new child, and she had a hijab on, and she, you know, the traditional robes that the Muslim women wear. So I started having a conversation with him, like, you know, well, who are you? He like, I'm a black man, you know what I'm saying? He like, so somehow this man and his wife talked me into getting on the bus with them and going to the mosque with them because Minister Farrakhan was preaching. So
perfect timing.
I went, he just happened to be in Chicago, which he lived in Chicago at that time, actually. And I was honored to be able to see Minister Louis Farrakhan speak about just being black and being men and just getting an understanding of who I was. We never had that type of representation around. I had seen the Malcolm X movie and things like that, but I was familiar with Farrakhan from watching Belly. You know, that was my movie. You know, my name Sincere. Sincere was one of the main characters in Belly. So I always had little glimpses of Islam growing up, and I will say this: most of the positive men that I met in my life around that time were Muslim. And then, you know, I have an actual father who is like a fraud, you know what I'm saying, and not around and not available, and he's running with the Jesus thing. So I had early tastes of Islam then in Chicago, but I didn't take my Shahada and convert to Islam until I was in Los Angeles and working with No ID and these guys that, you know, over there with Kanye and these guys. So once I started kind of getting involved with those guys, I took my Shahada and became a Muslim. Well, I was already a Muslim. I believed in God. I just didn't know what it meant yet. You know. So, but yeah, I would say Muslim. Christianity played a role in me kind of trying to stay out of trouble, because being a singer, that was a safe haven. And like, I'm gonna go to choir rehearsal. I'm gonna go to, which was very attractive to me until I got, you know, 15, 16, and I wanted to be in the streets. You know what I mean?
How now when you look at Muslim faith now, how do you relate it to today's society and the importance of it?
I mean, I think man, these kids to today's society, these kids are all over the place. I don't even think that they even understand religion and just Christianity or anything. I think that there's a lot of negative connotations about Muslim people as a result of, you know, 9/11 and what happened with that. But it's just a lot of conspiracies about what actually happened. I will say this: that's not the majority of Muslim people in the world. You know, we definitely are humble people. We are God-fearing people. We not out here, you know, you got the Sunnis and the Shia people who've been going to war with each other since the billions of years. So, you know, some of those things are very touchy situations that nobody should really be involved in. But you got the American influence and things, Russia, they try and get involved with people business that ain't really their business. But I don't really see a big effect of religion in today's society. It's not like when we were kids, you know. I'm 32, so I was born in the 80s, you know, grew up in the 90s. I got to see everything, right? Like I'm a great age, you know, 32, born in 88. I was around to see Michael Jordan win, you know what I'm saying? And then the millennium, I'm around to see cell phones happen and
Sure.
first phone, you know what I mean? So I think these kids are so distracted by any and everything, and nobody has any real faith, man. Like, I don't see it, at least with my surroundings, you know what I mean?
Recently, Chicago reported countless shootings, handful of young kids. What's the solution, and what goes through your mind when you see this? Like, being that you're from those very same streets where they're occurring.
I mean, obviously, you know, it's devastating. I'm not fully aware as to if it's us actually killing us at this point, right?
Yeah, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, because it's a lot of, it's, you know, my thing is, you know, when we were kids, there was things happening, everything, but there was things happening for a reason. You know, people were in that life, but just this random amount of 101 people over a weekend getting shot is like, you know, I'm inclined to believe that much of that isn't just us. You know, I mean, just we inherently aren't really evil people in that way. So I can't really fathom that just being black people in the streets killing each other. But let's just say that was an actual statistic, and that was something that was actually happening. I think the solution is what it has always been. Sure. You have to get people out of poverty. You got to get people out of, they have no money, they have no jobs. The schools are damaged. The education system is ruined. We got to provide people with a way to feed their family. Because if this city is that dangerous, now we're talking about more people dying there that are dying in wars right now, right? America wants to take $1 trillion and go to Iraq or Iran or whatever little small country they think they deem necessary and put the military there and the resources there to try to rebuild these countries. But you can't put $100 million in Chicago to rebuild Chicago, to build a school system, to pay teachers a good wage, to do police reform, whatever the things that are necessary there. You don't want to do that, but we could spend trillions of dollars on wars in countries that have absolutely nothing to do with us. But, you know, it's not about actually saving people. It's about getting their oil, getting their minerals, and things like that. When you go to the west side of Chicago, the inner cities of America, there are no minerals there. If the black people were minerals, there would be the best neighborhoods in America. If there was some oil or something to get from over there, or if they decided, look, let's just start taking all their chains and jewelry, they will find a way to keep them people alive if they feel there's some value there. So I think the government in its entirety, I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat, has really wiped their hands, drive the black community. And now it is now up to us to find the solutions and to be in the community amongst these young men and women, helping them, saving them, showing them that there's a better way other than the way in which they've been taken.
Facts. Being that you're from Chicago, what's your take on Obama? You mentioned government.
I mean, he's just like everybody else. I mean, what has he done? I mean, no disrespect to him. I think it's a great symbol to have a black man with dignity and a beautiful black wife with dignity at the highest level in the world to be representing us. But I think he missed a great opportunity to do what was right for black people in America. And because of that, now every white man after him is going to say, well, why y'all didn't get it done when y'all had y'all guy up in there? You know what I mean? And I think he might have been more of a detriment to us moving forward than an actual thing that is going to be good for us. Because now we got this joker. First of all, we got this joker Trump in office, who, to be quite honest, he might do it just to get the black vote. He might pull we had an opportunity, but then you got this guy Joe Biden, who said out his mouth, I ain't giving black people nothing. I ain't giving them no reparations. I ain't own no slaves. That's what Joe Biden said. So, we these people that we have, these people that are running for office, they are not our people. They are not for us. And I mean, I would say that goes for Obama too. Every time the black issue or the black narrative comes up throughout history, they've always coupled us with something else. And now it becomes, oh, well, this is a minority issue. So in the 60s and 70s, when we were marching and doing all of that, you know, they put it with the women's rights to vote. Now the women are the minority, the white women, you know. Then you move forward in the 80s and 90s, it's some gay stuff or it's some Hispanic stuff. And no disrespect to all of those communities. I love everybody, but they always put the black agenda with everything else. We never just get our own.
Preach.
We never just get just us, just black people, the people that built this country, the people that were here before y'all got on this planet. Look at what y'all have done and how y'all taking advantage of disenfranchise these people for hundreds of years. Now everybody want to forget about everything and say, oh, that was in the past. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to try to make sure we focus on what the black agenda and the black issues are in America. And I don't think no government personnel has done that. They all got to pander to these different factions of the LGBTQ plus community, the Mexicans, the immigration, now women with they wondering if they could get abortion or not. Now it's the trans blacks. Now they are a thing, a whole thing now that we have to set aside the black agenda, specifically black. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not. We're just talking about black people. Now they want to identify, well, we have to do something for the trans blacks now. Women blacks over here too.
Yeah.
Educated now, so we need the women. You know, they try to divide even within our own thing. You know, it's just a weird thing. You know, so yeah.
So what should we do November 3rd? It's a tough question, man. And Terrence had a question too on the consolidation of vote. We'll get there. I'll ask him that too. Yeah, what should we do November 3rd, man? And just to give you some time to think about it, I'm convinced to myself that I'm voting for myself. I'm writing myself in and I'm voting for myself. And I'll tell you this, Sincere, is because I don't believe the Democratic Party has our best interest. I think they've lied to us for years. I drive through my neighborhood every day. I live in Baldwin Hills now, but I used to live on Florence and Hoover. Neighborhood still looks the same.
From 40 years ago, it's still
exactly. And I intentionally went to the LA riots video and I said, let me watch this footage because it started on Florence and Hoover when they pulled Reginald Denny out the truck. And I said, let me see what it looks like. Exactly the same.
From 96.
Yeah, exactly. And
92 or whatever.
92. Yeah, you're right. 92. You're 92. And and the Republicans are in the same boat because they do the yin and the yang thing. You know what I mean? So I've been on a campaign recently just telling the truth. You know what I mean? And people get mad at me because it's no need for me to, in my humble opinion, I don't have to talk to the 6 to 10% of people that's going to vote for Trump. I'm trying to talk to the 90% of the black people that are convinced that they have to vote for Biden. So people saying, "Oh, I'm pro-Trump." No, I'm talking to the 90% because I don't think I have enough juice or enough time to get to the 6%. You know what I mean? And there's somewhere around, I think Trump probably needs anywhere between 8 to 10% of the black vote to win. I think just based off of the last calculations from the last election. So I think if we can create this monopoly of black people that withhold their vote, the Democratic Party will say after the election, we'll give you whatever you want. Or prior to that, like you mentioned, Sincere, Trump is going to look at the statistics because they data don't lie. You know, we knew Barack was the president a week before the even election came, you know, and he'll look at it and be like, oh my God, this shit is too close. Yeah, I need to put some legislation in right now. What do black people want? So that's where I'm at with it. I'm willing to hold my vote and whoever's going to give me the best deal, you know what I mean? Or us the best deal. Excuse me.
What I had proposed was, you know, with what I was trying to do with the Black Power Council. The Black Power Council was just about getting some of the most influential people, black people in America in one room for us to really hash it out and come up with the black agenda and go and sit in front of Trump and go and sit in front of Biden and say, which one of y'all going to agree to every single thing on here? There ain't gonna be no more. This time is up for, well, we'll give you this, but not this. Like, no, we need everything. We need everything now, and it's rightfully so. You know what I mean? And I would love to do something like that, but then you got all of these 90%ers that think they need to just hurry up and get Trump out the office. And black people, we never came to the table with nothing. We just sit around, argue with each other. You get these fringe characters like Candace Owens running around. Sure. She say anything. So now we got to argue with her for a week. We got to go argue with her for a week. Then we got to go out and protest the cops because they killing us. We got to do that. Then we got to, meanwhile, be mad at Idris Elba because he had his shirt crossed out with something on it. Then we mad at Doja Cat because she was in the chat room with some white men or something. And we never could just focus. You know what I'm saying? We always getting distracted, you know. And, you know, I was telling, you know, all these successful people, and I'm not just talking to rich and famous people. I'm talking about, you know, the black farmers of the world. I'm talking about like just the scientists, the doctors, and the celebrities, because the celebrities have the influence. And we put 100 people in the room and we say, look, this is the power council. We out here for the black agenda specifically. We need all of these things done or we gonna hold our vote. Everybody gonna sit out. And y'all figured out amongst the white people how y'all gonna sort this out. If Trump win, it doesn't matter. Like he said, what do you have to lose? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, black people don't want to hear that, Sincere. Black people don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear it, but he said, what do you got to lose? And then it's the same thing. Now, Biden, he's basically saying, well, hey, it doesn't matter anyway. You got to vote for me or you ain't black. You know what I'm saying? They're the same guy.
Yeah.
One is saying it in one way, another one saying, you know, you massage people's egos. You know what I mean? Listen, they're the same guy to me. You know what I'm saying? To me, they're the same guy. Him, Cory Booker, they all the same people to me. You know what I'm saying? They try to, you know, once they get up to that level, they got people that pay them, that they need to abide by what they talking about. Sure. They call them donors and lobbyists, and these people, we need a lobby, the Black Power Council lobby. Listen, Joe Biden or whoever the next, Ocasio or Cortez, she might be the next one they try to hoist up there to make her the one. Okay, here we got 10 million, Ocasio. We need you to do this for black people if you're gonna get in office. And we got to start. We really need our own party and a party system in America.
That's exactly what he just said, Terrence. Go ahead.
Which is what I would recommend. But when you look at the numbers, we only 13% of the population. 6% of that is black men. You know, then you got children, and then you got, you know, women or whatever the case. So you know, we not really. It's more Mexicans in America now than black people. When in the 60s there was none here. It was 50,000 or something here. They done came and ran through and flooded this thing. And people get mad at me because I'm like, you know, yeah, I agree with the immigration, some of it, because at the end of the day, we need to get black people situated. Because once all the Hispanics come here and they're the majority, we really don't got no power. This is black people. We don't understand that this is in the words of Dr. Claude Anderson, this is a race. This is a race. Like, we behind. We way behind in the race. You know, so we get so caught up in wanting to say, black people, who's ever watching it, we gotta stop getting caught up and want to save everybody else before you save yourself. When you're on an airplane, they say the mask come down, put it on yourself first, then get your kids and do all that other stuff. That's how I look at this thing, man. We keep around wanting to say every other group. LGBT on the front line with them. Some of my gay black brothers. We understand y'all gay, but that's what you do. That's not who you are. You black first. That's your lifestyle. That's what you participate in. That's what you do. Nobody know you gay if you just come and who knows this, right? So we gotta just remember we black first. You know what I'm saying? We not, you know, saying don't have an agenda for y'all community. That's fine. But stick with us, though, to the end of the line, because once black people get over the hump in America, everybody gonna be safe. Trust me. If we get over the hump, if we become viewed and looked at as upstanding citizens in the society, and we get our just due, and we able to build our businesses and have our little, like they got Chinatown, we got black towns and all this all across America.
You're making a lot of sense to me.
once we get to doing all that, everybody gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? There'll be a gay man or Hispanic man in America who ain't gonna feel safe. Guaranteed. But we have to get ourselves together. We have to get ourselves in a space where then we can go out and go fight for everybody else. But I'm tired of fighting for everybody else.
Yeah. Man, you ain't saying nothing but the truth, because I've had private conversations a lot. Like, why are we fighting other people's battles, like the immigration laws? I'm like, man, there's still gang infested South Central. We still don't have schools. Our kids are still underserved, and we're fighting to the border. Come on, man. Like, we got to focus on us. And I think that people like you on your platform and your ability to reach out to people, I think that this is a very pivotal moment. Do you think that as Black people, we have an obligation, including celebrities, athletes, civilians like me? Is it a priority or is it a choice to speak out, you think?
Priority. You know, but I think they need to be having they need to be saying the right stuff, man. It's so much, but this been the plan, y'all, since they got us here. You know what I'm saying? It's so much discourse among us as Black people in America. They sitting back like, the plan work. Like, these the people, like, you know, I was having a conversation, and not to go off track, but I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were talking about Bill Gates, and there's like this thing going around about this vaccine stuff and all of this nefarious stuff he has going on. And they put out this thing saying Bill Gates and Melinda Gates said Black people got to get vaccine first because we're the most affected by coronavirus. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my friend, and he was like, man, I don't believe that stuff. It's all this and then a third. You know, he couldn't fathom a person being that evil. Like, man, nobody's world domination. Who wants to do that? And I had to remind him, like, was a Hitler. Like, he really went around the world killing people because he wanted world domination for his race of people. Now, if I'm Bill Gates, and I'm not saying this is what and I say, okay, they got rid of Hitler. How can I do this in a way that's a little bit more discreet? You know, a little bit less in your face. Oh, okay, I can play this game. And I think we don't really realize that a lot of these people are playing this game. Trust me, they have no problem with wiping us out. They've done it. They went to nations and completely decimated Black people. When you go to Australia, you go to Canada, we were all in all these places first. Look at the Indians. They was Black too. We ain't even gonna play these games. What is an Indian anyway? They just making up shit. You know what I'm saying? So they show up, right? Black people already there. They talking about they discovered it and then start wiping people out.
Yeah.
Who do you think kids are of these people? Who do you think they just disappeared? They just done. They know it's a race. We don't. We don't know it's a race. We can't wait to go save somebody other than ourselves.
Facts.
So, you know, that's just my opinion about a lot of this nonsense, you know.
And you mentioned vaccines, man. You had a rough late March, man. You want to talk about the coronavirus and how it impacted you, and if you don't mind, for a hot second?
Yeah, man. I think I was misdiagnosed, man.
Oh, really?
You know? Yeah, man. I think I had pneumonia. You know, and I don't know what this coronavirus is. It appears if you get pancreatic cancer, the pancreatic cancer focuses on that specific area, and the doctor knows and they can treat it. But this coronavirus everybody's affected differently. Everybody's affected differently. And so how, you know, so that's just my opinion. But they said I had coronavirus. I felt very sick. I felt very ill. I personally, in hindsight, believe that my sickness and illness was as a result of having a lot of anxiety about everything, seeing all of this stuff on the news, people dying on it. Now I get sick. I get sick for real because I'm sick, and now I'm thinking, oh, I could die, and I think that pressure on me made it worse than what it really was, because I have friends now catching it every day. Every day somebody catch it, and they calling me, hey, I got corona. They saying they're talking like me and you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending them natural things, you know, the stuff Dr. Sebi talks about. Hey, take this stuff, you're gonna be all right. They taking that, and a week later, they like, I feel amazing. So you know, they gave me the Plaquenil, the hydroxychloroquine that Trump was talking about after I asked them not to give it to me. And now they're coming out saying all the side effects and this, that, and the third is happening. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that, man. But I personally believe that that they just said I had COVID. I might have had pneumonia because at that time I was out a lot in the cold air after sweating. You know how I be in the club, jumping around all night. And then now I'm jumping out into the cold air. So I think I might have had a mild case of pneumonia. And when I went into the emergency room, because I was mistreating myself, I was taking NyQuil and shit like that for something that I wasn't, you know what I mean? So I was getting sicker and sicker, and then I'm watching fucking CNN every night, like, oh, I'm about to die, you know what I'm saying? And, you know,
facts, I get it.
I'm in the hospital, and you know, from the day I got in the hospital, I wanted to leave. I was
How many days were you there?
I was there for a week, for 7 days.
Wow.
And you know, but I don't know with this corona stuff. I can't really quite put my finger on it. But I don't think it is as deadly as they are trying to say, if that makes any sense. Now, I'm not recommending anybody go outside or nothing and test it up or nothing like that, because be safe, right? But I think they might be just over exaggerating and how they just they got a plan. Whoever they are, I don't know who they are. They talking about Fauci and these people is in cahoots with these people, and I think they just have a plan. You know?
Sure. You got time for a few phone calls? You want to take a few phone calls?
Yeah, let's knock it out. I'm prepared to be here for an hour.
Okay, got you. Good. Got you. So why is George Floyd's different? The phone lines are open, guys. Why is this George Floyd case different?
I think it was the way that man looked. I think a lot of people seen the devil in him. You know, what black people see all the time in some of these characters. I think it was we was able to look him in his eyes, right? Because sometimes you get those cop videos and people are getting shot, but they got their body cam. You see their body cam. But we were able to look that man dead in his face while he sat on that man's neck like that. You know what I mean? And I think that was I think for white people, they seen what they've seen too their whole life. Like, I know what that looked like. That's my uncle, that's my dad. I know that hatred. I know that level of hatred, and they just fed up with it. And I think, you know, the same goes for black people. And also too, let me make this clear. Never in the history of the world right now, like that we live in, what this new world, we had this much idle time on our hands either. You know, we sitting in the house. You know, some people getting their government checks, so they unemployment, they don't have nothing to do. And that was just a way to just rage. Like, man, I need to take out my stress, my anger. You know, everybody don't have like some people living in little small places with 4 or 5, 10 people cramped in, and like they needed a release. And that was just the straw that broke the camel's back right there. You know what I mean?
Facts. We got our first caller, 636. What's up, man? How you feel? What's up, Ant? How you feel?
Man, what's good with it, Fred? How you doing, Sincere, man? You've been dropping some heavy games so far, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I want to talk about what you was just talking about with the money thing too, man. You heard that they talking about a second stimulus check supposed to be coming out, and I've been seeing people online talk about, see, we can't look at Trump as being that bad because he giving us a second stimulus check, and I'm like, do y'all not know that just because somebody give you some money, you don't have to act like a hoe. You don't have to act like a prostitute. Like, it's just money. Like, you, at the end of the day, you still got to get up. When that money's gone, you got to get up and you got to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? That's the American way. That's how shit operates. You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel like we get lulled to sleep so easily as black people. It's really, it's kind of pathetic in a way, because we should be stronger than that. You know what I'm saying? We are the most dominant race of people. You know, a lot of people, they'll say, that's funny. How could that be when for 400 years we've been in persecution, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. But if we all get on code and we all value each other like we supposed to, and I know we're going to always have coons, you're going to always have mammies, you're going to always have bad winds, you're going to always have people bed bugs. You always have people who
Let me just interject real quick.
The black man and the black woman, huh? What you say? Go ahead, go for it.
Let me interject real quick because they talk about this 400 years, but we ruled this planet for 4 million years before that. So that's not really a large percentage of time. But go ahead, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, you good. And you know, I was just basically saying that what is it gonna take for, I'll say the 300, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna put it into perspective, like what is it gonna take for the 300 of black men and women who are like really on code and gonna make stuff happen behind the scenes? Because this whole talking in front of white folks, talking in front of all other races of people, you just basically telling them your plan. So what do you think it's going to take for those 300 of black people who doing the behind the scenes work to really get shit cracking for the next 10 to 20 years? Because you got to understand, Hispanic people, quote unquote, you know, Mexican people or whatever, people from Central America and all that, they supposedly, like you was talking about, they're going to make up more than 50% of the population in the next, some people even say 15 years. So what do you think it's going to take for us to get on code? Because think about it. If they was to get into political office or somehow overthrow the government, they got way bigger numbers, way more influence. And you already see it in your school systems. They're trying to get everybody to speak Spanish. Have you noticed that? If you look at the school system, they didn't have it like that when I was a child. They didn't have where it was mandatory, like, oh, we're going to have you have to learn Spanish. Like, you must learn it. You understand where I'm coming from? So there's just a lot of little moving parts that I noticed.
I think it's a couple things happening. I think one, first and foremost, California is Mexican territory, so we gotta just acknowledge that where we live, these Americans, you know, we had a war with them and took this place. We took Nevada, we took California from them, so they feel like this they land anyway. I think there's definitely a lot of Hispanic people who feel like this they land, and they are gonna get into political office, and they are gonna try to take over because they moving in secrecy and they getting it done. Which is why, like I said, I do agree with some of the sentiments about the border, because I feel like where do they go first? They go to the black neighborhoods and take over our neighborhoods and get us up out of there. Now, what we need to do is what I've been proposing, which is I pivoted with what I'm trying to do with the Black Power Council. Now it's about moving in silence and moving in secrecy. It's about buying back the block. So what me and my friends about to do is we about to just go and buy up communities, establish business there, establish property there. We're going to go buy whole neighborhoods, and we're going to go and fund city council members' campaign. We're going to fund the mayors that we want in there.
Claude Anderson.
Yeah, we're going, you know the 5 levels, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. And I think that that's happening all over. I know in Atlanta right now, you got a brother down there building the Black Wall Street again. I know in Chicago, you got guys out there. The people that's been tapping in with me, they already getting busy in their communities. So I'm trying to get busy right now. So my council, what I'm trying to put together is whatever money you put in, a couple dollars with your group of people, and you got to start. You got to start establishing your business and presence in your neighborhoods, and stop letting these, because a lot of Hispanics are coming in and buying our shit up. The white people leaving, they like, we don't want to be no parts of that. You know what? The Hispanics coming in, because what they can do is, one, get a job at McDonald's. You come back a week later, their whole family work at McDonald's. Then they all can live together. They don't mind living together. So you got a bunch of them living together, a bunch of them working together, and they work together. They put all their money together, and they like, listen, in 10 months, we're going to buy this building. And they put their money together, and they buy the building, and you know what else they do? They do the renovation themselves. We don't even have trades. We don't even know how to put up drywall, and we need to learn how to do these things because we cut costs. We ain't got to hire them to come do the work for us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that we need to start focusing on, and I think it's building within the community and really putting businesses back in our communities that we own. I would almost propose that in these neighborhoods like Compton and Watts, all these gang members out there who's listening, go stand in front of the local liquor store that's not owned by a black man and tell everybody, hey, you're not going in here for a week. Make these people get out of our neighborhoods because they don't care about us. You know what I'm saying? Go stand in front of that new coffee shop that they putting up over there when they building that stadium and all that. Hey man, why don't y'all give some of this to some black folk? because y'all coming in and just taking over. So we got to start taking back our neighborhoods, or they're gonna get rid of us. This is a gentrification of black people, not just our neighborhoods. They literally getting rid of us. And now the Hispanic population, they 15, 20% almost. We lingered at this little 13% because we the black men want to go marry everything but the black woman. A lot of these jokers, they take the money and go, you know, no disrespect, man, to whoever loves whoever the case. But I'm just saying we gotta figure out how to keep the money in our community.
Sure.
And stop going out with spending our money on everything and everybody else shit. Once we figure out that part, we go up, which, you know, Dr. Claude Anderson, we talk about education, you talk about money, the banking system and things of that nature, but we got to keep the money in our community. That's the biggest step that we got to take.
Fact. 614, you up. Turn it down in the background.
Yeah, I got you, man. It's a little delayed. Hey, everything you talking sincere, it's coming ringing true to me. But one thing I wanted to tell you, man, and you seem like you're a little bit older than me. I don't know for sure. I'm 30. I mean, you might be a little bit older, but don't let them fool you about that Bible talk either, bro. It's not a white man's religion, bro. That book was written by black people, bro. White men ain't show up to the damn near end when they crucified Jesus to the Romans, my nigga. Don't let them fool you, bro. Just cause we went to church with our grandmas and moms and dad and shit, that don't mean shit. You know what I mean? We think like, oh yeah, it's a white man. It's not, bro.
But I think
no disrespect to your religion, you know, you Muslim and stuff. No disrespect to you, bro. But we was doing this shit. Black people was doing this shit, believing in the Christianity and not even the word Christian, because the word Christianity ain't even in the Bible, yo. But we were believing in this whole thing. A lot of things that Muslims practice, they stole that from followers of Judaism and followers of Christ, my nigga. It's not a white man's religion at all.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
Let him shoot.
Let me. I never said it was the white man's religion. In fact, the Quran and the Bible, they are very similar to each other. I think the only fun.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not saying anything about the Bible or what that represents. So I just think the fundamental difference is this. I just pray directly to God. I think within Christianity, you know, you have to, say that Jesus died for your sins. And I just don't believe that. I believe that if I had some type of issue or something I wanted to talk to with my father, I'm not going to tell my brother to tell him. I'm going to tell him myself. I'm going to talk to him directly. And that is my own.
No, I feel that. Jesus, see, where I'm at with that, bro, Jesus is just there for the spirit, my nigga. Because, like, you know, a lot of shit we see is all in the physical. These motherfucking white folks and shit, you know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe I'm coming to you on a different level than what a lot of people see that's watching this stream. But
I think
it's more on a spiritual level, bro. It's what's in their spirit, bro. It ain't so much, you know what I mean? It's like these motherfuckers, they've been like this since the beginning of time, bro. You gotta think, like going way back to motherfucking the Caesar days, you know what I mean? They the only motherfuckers that want to go take a boat to the other side of the world and try to take over somebody else's shit. You know what I mean? And then if you look at today, what America is doing, you know what I mean, going to the other side of the world, trying to take over some over shit. How you know these motherfuckers got something in their blood that's like demonic, if you will. I don't know if everybody know what that means, but how you know? You look at them like, even the tattoos they be getting. What these motherfuckers be getting? They get the little skull heads, the little flaming shit, the little devil shit. And the other white folks look like, dude, that's hard as fuck. You know what I mean? They like that shit. You know what I mean? It's in their blood, bro. You know what I mean? So it go deeper than what we see in their appearance, bro. It's something like in their spirit, bro. But we put here to pretty much lead them motherfuckers. We got to lead them. You know what I mean? But in order to lead them as a people, we got to get back right with God. Now, I'm not against all that knocking somebody because they Muslim or somebody. That's what you do. That's what you do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like we all supposed to be together at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But it I don't know, bro. You can go ahead, bro. I don't want to talk over you, man, nigga. But you really come on. You making a lot of sense, bro. And you talk about a lot of shit that me and my nigga talk about all the fucking time, bro. But you can go ahead, man. I was trying to call in because I was like, oh yeah, I got to call in. We ain't even talking about boxing, man.
I just went to the boxing gym for the first time today and shit. Fred, you don't even remember me. I'm on my girl's little
Okay,
chat and
okay,
shit.
I got you.
But you don't even remember me. But I just call on my other profile and shit. I wanted to talk about boxing. I'm like,
we gonna get there.
Boxing today.
We'll get there.
No, we don't got to, bro. This is more important.
I appreciate you.
Just to answer.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna get to the next call. Yeah.
Just to reply to him real quickly, man. I don't think.
Hold up, 305. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think this is a conversation necessarily about just religion. I think
exactly
religion, is important. I think, I mean, but the ideologies have to be set aside, and we have to lead with black people first. Mm-hmm. If you are a black Republican, a black Democrat, a black Presbyterian, a black Christian, a black Jew, they got the Moors. There's so many different factions. None of that matters. If your face, run, you know what I'm saying? If this looks like me, if we look the same, I'm talking to those people, and we trying to figure out how to get these faces in the room together to talk about what we need for. Because when you get shot by a cop, they don't know if you a Jew, Christian, none of that shit. They don't know none of that. They just see a black face, and these are the people that I'm talking to right now.
Appreciate it. I want to add to that too, but let me get Champion's Heart comments. Powernomics. The national plan to empower Black America should be considered the new Bible for Black people. I want to say this: when Malcolm got back from Mecca, he said, "You know what? These people look like me. They breathe the same air as me, and I'm gonna call Martin and say, you know what? It's about economics. It's not about our religious differences. You understand?" And he alluded to what you said earlier. Motherfuckers want to talk about Idris' shirt. Motherfuckers want to talk about burning down the statues. Nigga, let's all get together and make these 10 points the 10 points. You know what I mean? And let's just fucking go railroad these motherfuckers and get what we already earned.
We call it the Black Constitution.
Yeah, I'm with all that. You know what I mean? And we got another call, 305. What's up?
Too blessed to be stressed and highly favored. What's good, my brothers?
That's right.
We're talking about God, and then the Pastor Usher Deacon 305 call in. How funny is that? What's up, man? How you feel?
All right. Listen, I like everything my brother is saying. He hasn't said anything that was incorrect so far, and that's a good thing. So I'm feeling your vibe. But also know this, family. All of us want to get to the same place, but we have different ways about trying to get there. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, the destination is the same. So, and I want to touch on some of this religion stuff, and then I want to deal with other things real quick. Mm-hmm. When you talk about religion, and this is what keep us as a human family so divided and keeping the knives out at each other, because we don't understand. When you're dealing with the Spirit of God, it's not complicated. We, the people, make God complicated when in fact he's not complicated. Listen, there are many different people that speaks many different tongues, that know him by many different names, but recognize that there's only one God that created all of us. So when we get to that, we get rid of the titles. The titles is what separates us. And you get talking about that's your God. Your God ain't but one God, family. We get so wrapped up in the title and the naming of God. So we lose fact that he's only one God. If there's another, he's a phony. Mm-hmm. So we have to get on the same page and understand that the destination that we're trying to reach is the absolute same for us all when it comes to Black people. And this is why I'm going to say this, something that I said before George Floyd got killed. Look at how God showed himself. I'm going to show you something. See, I'm not the most articulate speaker, so it might not come off as a fancy speech and not so catchy, but you have to just listen to the Spirit. And I said this to Fred and also the audience. I said this. I do not like when we put ourselves in the so-called Black community. I said, we're not a community. That sounds too much like a plantation, something that's too small for Black people. We are a nation. We are all over this world. We are all over this planet. Wherever there's life, there's Black people from the beginning of time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
sir.
And then look at how this thing happened with George Floyd. Look at all of our black brothers who stand in unison with their black brothers in America and across the globe. We are one people. We have one God. We are the original peoples of this earth. We are the original. Listen, I just had a conversation with a nurse inside of my doctor's office 2 days ago. I'm talking to my doctor. We was talking about a lawyer who also donated $2 million to President Obama, to his election, okay, when he was running for president. Now, he called himself, he's a Democrat, okay? And we was conversating about this man. And she come out of the woodwork. Mind you, this white lady has 2 black kids by a Jamaican man. Okay? Beautiful kids. Well, here it is. Out of nowhere, she jumps into our conversation talking about this lawyer. Man, I know he's going to run up there to the protest with this Black Lives Matters mess. Now, you know I couldn't let that go. You know what I'm saying? Now you don't put your foot in something. Now I got to check you. Not disrespectfully, but I just wanted to inform her. You see what I'm saying? I say, wait a minute, man.
Pastor.
Okay, now listen. Hey, come on. Now, hold on. You just let whatever his name is.
I know,
Pastor. 30 minutes
come on,
last night, family. 30 minutes.
I know, but he's a guest. He's leaving in 10 minutes.
Well, listen, family. Do you mind if I speak to you and come off and let me try to explain what's going on? See, this is why I can't speak properly when I feel like I'm rushed.
Well, you got to be rushed when we got a guest, but continue, man. Go ahead.
I'm trying to make points, baby.
All right, go ahead.
You feel me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and she was when she said that, I said, listen, ma'am. And she said, what you mean by Black Lives Matter? No, I'm just tired of hearing that. I say, well, I want to check you before you get around other black people and say that there, because it's very disrespectful. Her face changed color. See, what you mean is disrespectful. All lives matter. I said, hold it, ma'am. I'm going to educate you about what that means when you hear Black Lives Matter. It just only means inclusion. We just want to be included. We have never mattered from your founding fathers of this country. When they wrote up the Constitution, it was never for us to be included. We want inclusion. You see what I'm saying? Healthcare, economics. I mean, when it comes to the prison industry, we are the livestock of that catalyst. You understand what I'm saying? We are the livestock. Listen, and when you talk about reparations, listen, we are the people who built this country. Free labor. When you talk about the most distorted human being that ever hit this soil, black folks, distorted of his language, of his religion, of his identity. Listen, you talk about families has been separated, and some of the folks never have been. And then we'll show you what was hurtful for me when that thing happened, when the hurricane happened with Katrina, bro. Think about those 2,500 babies that was separated, and most of them to this day haven't been found and put back together with their parents.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is real. We have to stay focused, man, and understand that we want the same things. We just got to come together and figure out how can we come together to get there together. And although we all have our own ideas, just like you said, brother, we need to bring the heavy hitters to the table. Because they got a platform, they got a bigger name, they can get shit moving a lot faster than us that don't have that type of platform. You see what I'm saying? It is incumbent upon them to get off their ass. Because think about this: when the white man came to this country, dead drunk, didn't know where he was, but when he woke up, guess what he did? He got off his ass. He slaughtered people and took this country. In order for us to get what we want, we got to get off our ass and take it back. It's time for us to take some shit back.
I'm with all that. We got to take this shit back. Appreciate you, Pastor. Can the church say amen? Can the church say amen?
I just can't. I have a lot to say.
You always got a lot to say, nigga. But we got guests now, nigga.
Hey, love you, bro. I don't know you, but hey, man, I love the energy family. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, this the barbershop sentence here. So all we do is talk shit and swallow spit.
One more time to say this. I'm not talking about religion. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to black folk and what we need to do as black people outside of all of the ideologies that people have. I don't care what you subscribe to. If you subscribe to being black, now we got some of these niggas who think they not black. We know, you got these guys. We don't want no parts of y'all. We call those house niggas.
Nip
Now,
say everybody can't go.
yeah, everybody not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? But the men and women who, once again, look like me, I don't care what you subscribe to. If you about blackness, I'm with you. You could say you don't believe in God, but you believe in being black. Come on, brother, let's get this done. Let's work together and let's make this happen. Which is why I called out the boy the scientist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot. Come on, he don't even believe in God, but come on. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with everything. It's just about black people, Black Power Council.
Appreciate you. 636. What's up? What's up, Asia? How you feel, man?
55 sitting on 55 mil, as we all should feel.
As you should.
How you doing, brother Sincere King?
I'm blessed, brother. How you?
I'm good. This was just a little. Oh, you've been cooking with Crisco, brother. I swear. Salute to you on that. You've been cooking with Crisco, dog. You put on a lot of work. And one thing I heard you speak on your health. Main thing, brother. I know you're old enough to make your own decisions. Main thing, remember, don't stress yourself.
Yes, sir.
Don't stress yourself. You know, knowing your heart, knowing your mind, you're gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing. You're gonna be all right. But this is something I really want to speak with you on, Fred. You know, we done bounced around a lot of topics over the past weeks and months. With all the wealth that a lot of our melanin brothers and sisters done acquired, I'm convinced to believe it's too many of us that don't want the unity. They comfortable with the way this system is going. This, I don't want to use white supremacy, this white systematic oppression.
That's a
system
great
is going.
Great question.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
Just say we all give up our real estate, not give it up, but we just turn it into, cash. We liquefy it and say we're gonna buy us a state. You think we'll have enough to do that?
For sure.
We're gonna buy every house in the state that's available. Okay, I'm almost there.
Okay.
So some of the white people or Asian people are saying, "No, I ain't selling my shit." I want to say, "Okay, cool, you can stay, but we're gonna occupy most of this territory, and we're gonna be dominant in this territory, and we're gonna build from there. And then now the majority rules. So you got to play by our rules because this is our territory now, and then we grow from there." That's a real simple, start, just to, light the spark, correct?
Yes, sir.
I believe I ain't counting Oprah pockets, but as they say, in the Forbes or Fortune 500, she's, high on the billionaire list. Her alone, you know what I'm saying? We're going to buy up all this real estate in whatever state it's going to be. I don't think it'll be California though, but we can pick on California. Say California.
Nah, maybe it's Atlanta. Maybe it's Georgia. They say it's a lot of black folk down there already anyway.
Okay, brother. You sure right, Georgia. There you go. Good.
Georgia cheap than the motherfucker anyway. So come on.
Oh yeah. You could get like 20,000 square feet for like under a meal almost. But yeah, perfect example, Georgia. And we occupy that. And we all there. Now, the only threat is, okay, they're all in one bunch. We could blow them up. Well, we'll do that. To all the people that's preaching religion and spirituality, then that's your haven. Because what's the worst can happen to you? You believing in your God. And I believe in God. But I ain't going to go down there, hey, is the Bible whitewashed and all that. I just believe what I believe in my heart. Just like I said to you, I know I'm going to be all right. I just want all my brothers and sisters to come with me. And we got to be on that same accord in unison. Like DV say, not in uniform, but in unison.
Yeah, facts.
So practicing what we preach, walking it like we talk it, we need to occupy territory. We can't be way over here saying this, way over there saying that. And we need our brothers and sisters globally. We need to save the ones over in Haiti, the ones in Jamaica, the ones in Africa. We all got to get in unison. And we got to have a territory that's ours where they can't come in and dictate, what our lifestyle is going to be. But that's my time and ponder on that. Salute, brother, and you stay healthy. All right.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
You got time for one more call? You got you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
respond to that? You
Yeah,
want to
bro,
respond
I
to that?
like what he's saying though. I like that though. Shit.
Uh-huh.
You know, niggas can't be, but he, like you say, man, some people happy with the way things are. They be talking about, nah, I'm gonna stay on over because shit, I'll move to Atlanta if we say we moving to Atlanta. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we out. You know, I like living here, but you know, hey, come on, we out. Let's
do you think it's fake rage from the celebrities and stuff like that? Because my mindset is, why would CNN want change? Why would Fox want change? Why would Maxine Waters want change? Why would Joe Biden want change? Because they're successful in the system that which now. How can we trust the people that are successful in the system that works now? Abundantly successful, you know, because successful is such a. I'm asking you. Yeah, for you, yeah.
Oh shit. I mean, one could argue that I'm successful. You know what I'm saying? If you know, compared to a lot of black people in America. But
also more the establishments, like
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why would the establishment want that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. It's popular to want that right now. And it's fake outrage, man. These people, listen, it's a moment in time and they don't want to be on the wrong side of history. A lot of people, a lot of these celebrities, these white people don't want to be on the wrong side of history. So they got to speak up. But are they really going to do anything fundamentally to affect that change? Because if you go down a list of all these corporations talking about Black Lives Matter, let's see how many black people on their board. Let's see how many black people in upper management. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's really take a real fucking microscopic look at all of these companies. And I'm 100% sure that, you know what I'm saying, that they not walking what they talk. So I don't trust none of them. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you that now. I don't trust none of them as far as I can see them. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for Oprah ass too, her too. You know what I'm saying? She is running around with billions, and all it takes is for her ass, Michael Jordan, Tyler Perry, and Jay and Beyonce to sit in the room with all that money, and they could go and buy fucking Georgia right now if they wanted to.
And Detroit.
And because Detroit is decimated. So we could go buy out 3-4 territories right now and be like, this is Blacksville. Change the name and everything. You know what I'm saying? But nobody wants to do anything. A lot of these people don't. So I think it's about grassroots. It's about getting with your tribe. And until down, we can have, my thing is, I have the same ideology as these people over here that's talking to these people over here. Yeah. And I'm willing to sit and work with them and let's do it. But until everybody ready to come to the table, I'm just going to get my tribe together and we're going to build and do what we trying to do and lead by example. And we're going to welcome in whoever wants to come in with the same face as us. We don't care what they do, if for they living, what they subscribe to as far as religion, none of that. We say, come on, come in. We're going to show you how to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to build wealth with you. We're going to make sure that your kids go to good schools. And we're going to put the people in office in the, like I say, the ground level, city council, the mayor's office, the governor's office. We're going to put them in a position that got the same ideology as us and make sure that they go and run the mile with what we're talking about. And we do that one city at a time, one block at a time. We'll see some change happening very, very soon.
Facts. I'm with all that. Last call, man. What's up? What's up, DB? How you feel, man?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. Assalamu alaikum, bro.
Alaikum salam, brother.
All right, cool. So a couple of quick things real quick. I know you got to get to your date. I didn't know that you were doing, some of the grassroots stuff in terms of like the local politics. How can we get in contact with you if we want to connect on something like that?
You can hit me up on Instagram at Sincere Show or at Black Power Council. So the Black Power Council, you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff. I got a friend of mine. She's going to be running in Montebello. They got a 2% black population or something in Montebello, but they right next to Diamond Bar, which is more black people than in Montebello. But she got a lot of white people wanting to put black faces in position. So we're going to start in neighborhoods like that. But what we're going to do is we'll get in Montebello and make them mandate that black businesses get certain licenses and things in that city close to Diamond Bar. We'll start moving into these little small neighborhoods that don't really have a lot of black people and start kind of taking over and just making sure our presence is everywhere. So that's one of the first things I'm gonna be doing on the political side. We gonna probably raise it. She needs to raise like $40,000 for us. So I'll have all the information available once we get into that whole thing. But up until that point, man, you can tap in with me on Instagram. And we're gonna be doing some small meetings for the Black Power Council. I'm trying to buy like 5 storefronts on Ventura Boulevard right now, me and my people. So if we do that, there's gonna be room for a lot of people to get involved and get in on what we're trying to do right now.
Beautiful.
All right, cool. Last 2 quick things for you. Who's your favorite boxer?
Oh yeah. Oh, for those. Oh, go ahead. You can tell. Go ahead. I was on M with that, but go ahead.
Right now, Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man. Well, H Money, man, he's probably listening to fast right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually used to box. Yeah, so that was a passion of mine, man. I still could get down with the best. I think I could beat Mike Tyson right now. I told Mike Tyson I could beat him up in Vegas one time, man.
Sound like Will Smith. I think I could beat Mike Tyson. And last thing is, when the club opening back up?
We open this weekend, man. Friday I'm at Derriere. Saturday I'm doing a day party at La Jardin, and Sunday I'm doing Penthouse. So we open, but with social distancing, implemented. So it's every other table, a limited amount of people, things like that. But people been coming out, man, spending their money, spending their little stimulus checks Trump sent out, and they little extra $600 they get for the unemployment. They been coming out spending their money. So we've been having a good time, man.
All right, cool. I'm gonna see you anyway. I work with you at some of the clubs anyway, so working and bouncing some of the doors and stuff. So I'm gonna see you. I just didn't know you was getting down like this on a political stuff. So I'm definitely gonna holler at you.
All right, brother. I see you out and about, man. Blessings.
All right. Yeah. Have a good day, brother.
Amen.
All right. Well, I want to go ahead, bro.
No, you got it.
I was gonna say, yeah, man. So I know you're a huge supporter of the Haneys, man. I'm a big fan of the Haneys. Me and Bill talk quite often. You know what I mean? And how'd you meet the Haneys, by the way? How did that work out?
Like that's like family, man. I've been knowing Devin since he was about 7 years old. Through a mutual person, the guy named Big New from out here in LA, Nickerson Gardens, is actually in prison right now. He'll be coming home soon.
Mm-hmm.
But introduced me to them way back, which me and Lil Bill became real close. You know what I'm saying? Bill oldest son, BH oldest son. So we became real close. Me and BH became real close. And over the last 10 years, man, they've been my people, man. Over the last 10, 12 years, you know what I'm saying? Those been my people. When I go to Vegas, I tap in with them. When they come to LA, they tap in with me.
Mm-hmm.
Devin grow from a small boy. I got footage of him with fucking Mike Tyson when he was like 9 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's how long I've been around him. So that's like family, man. And Devin, he's going to be a big success.
Yeah, we're supportive of Devin on this channel, man. I talk to Bill at least a couple times a month. You know what I mean? I just want to sincerely thank you, Miss Oracle, you, man. And for those of you who don't know, we got this shit done in like an hour. You know what I mean? I posted on your Instagram and I was like, he's like, holla at my girl. And I was like, okay. And we got it done. So
I'm addicts, man. A lot of anybody want to get in touch with me, that's my publicist. She really my sister, man. You know, we don't even play the titles like that, man. And she looks out for me, has been for years. One of the first people that believed in me when I came to Hollywood. And these are people that are gonna be around me for the rest of my life. So make sure if y'all need some PR, tap in with her. She costs a lot, but you know what I mean? She's gonna get, the job done. She's gonna get the job done.
Man, well, I sincerely, no pun intended, appreciate you coming into the barbershop, man, and come back anytime when you do the Black Council, man. Please come back or just shoot me a DM and I'll gladly talk about it. And whatever you need on my end, I'll graciously and gladly help you out as much as I can.
We need media, man. We need communication. So this is important that you got this podcast and stuff going on, man. This is a big right here. So definitely going to be tapping in with you.
That's love,
brother. Thank you for having me on your platform. I want to thank everybody for watching. I was a little kind of last minute. I wish I had time to really promote it, but I had so much going on.
No, do you? I'm glad you came on, man.
You know what I mean? Just so you know, I want to see you be successful too, because they just gave Joe Rogan 100 million or something. So
they sure did.
We need that check.
Sure
You know,
did.
we need that check.
Facts. Those are great words, man. And thank you again, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right,
and
Black.
you gave us a little bit of overtime too. Appreciate you.
All good, all good, man. I'm gonna see you later, brother. Stay blessed. And to everybody, I love my people, and we're gonna take back what's rightfully ours. I'll see y'all soon.
Appreciate you, brother. The show, man.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, I came up on the plug.
I appreciate you, dog. He came up on the plug, man. Hey, you got to see him jump around on that stage, man. When that motherfucker get hyped, you know what I mean? When the motherfucking beats drop and shit, man. You know what I mean? So I sincerely appreciate him coming in, man. And thank you, Miss Oracle. I genuinely appreciate you for offering your talent for this platform, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. I genuinely appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Pastor Usher Deacon 305. Appreciate you, Asia DB, and everybody, man. And yeah, we might as well continue the conversation, man. You know what I mean? It's he said, as Asia Math said, he was cooking with Crisco. So yeah, man. How y'all feel? Feel free to call in, man. We'll continue the conversation. And oh, I'll let you beam in. I'll put the link. I'll put the link so you can beam in. You came in late, big homie. You came in late. I knew he had a relationship with the Haneys, but I didn't want to segue to Haneys because if we talk boxing, that shit it just goes. You know what I mean? I wanted y'all to hear his conviction, man, because I follow him on Instagram, and the conviction he speak with moved me, and I was like, man, I love hearing black men talk like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, we got something special coming, man, and we got Tony Muhammad coming in 2 weeks. Ooh, shit. Wait till y'all hear Minister Tony Muhammad speak. You crackers. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait, dog. I can't wait for y'all to hear Minister Tony Muhammad go, man. And so yeah, man, I appreciate you, Natasha, man. You back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I appreciate you were here the other day. I appreciate you coming back, man. And yeah, so yeah, that's where we're at. I thought he was beaming in. Fred, you're not supposed to be doing all this without contention. Hey, man, you know what? All I do is bet on me. That's all I do is bet on me. And I go through y'all DMs every day. I get about 100 DMs from y'all every day, and I'll be like, who do y'all want to see? And y'all motherfuckers be giving me suggestions, and I reach out to them. We're going to play his intro all night, man.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, I came up on the plug.
What's up, 215?
Hey, Fred, how you doing, bro? This is Eric from out of Philly, man.
Hey, what's up?
Listen, I was just listening to that young man, Sincere.
Mm-hmm.
I am really impressed, not surprised. I think that's those ancestors talking to us.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And it's lovely to hear, man, you know?
It is.
And in spirit, as far as the build, you know what I mean? It's happening. It's happening.
Facts.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The energy is there. I'm communicating with friends and family members on the same plug, like you were saying. Building in units, building in a block, building that community, getting set, ready, set, go. You know?
Yep.
And here we got some work to do too in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a project, but it's gonna have to happen.
Yeah. No. And it can't get done.
Yeah.
Man, we got enough wealth to buy a few blocks, man.
Oh, thank you.
Come on, man. Because I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all, man. I had the option. This was like 3 or 4 years ago. I had the option to go to Detroit and motherfucking
load up.
I mean, dead ass. But because it was in a suppressed area, I had to be there for 2 years. You know what I mean? And I can't live there. You know what I mean? I don't know where my money is going. If I'm sending a motherfucker $20,000 a month to do XYZ, and I get there and it looks exactly the same. And so I really couldn't handle, because I don't get money by the millions. I get money by the thousands every month. You know what I mean? So every dollar counts. And I couldn't afford to be an absentee owner. You understand what I'm saying? But Baltimore, I had a chance. I got some deals in Baltimore and I got some great deals in Detroit, but I just couldn't be an absentee owner. You know what I mean? $500,000 could have got me a whole lot of shit. But I you know, I mean, being one man, You know what I mean? With two kids, I just couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
And like you said, as enterprising as you are, you know, you need a project manager, construction manager. And like you said, you need to be there to make sure everything's allocated properly. Because if you're not there, and like you said, they're sucking the money.
They would have.
And you're like, well, and like you said, you go back out and nothing's done. So you got project, you got money sitting, you got loans you got to pay off, you got your money that you need to operate your operations there in Cali. Yeah, it can get messy.
Yep. Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah.
I wish I could do it in Cali, but the market is just completely different. You know, I mean, I'm a one and done guy here in Cali. You know what I mean? That I got to save for 6 months to a year and do it over again.
And Cali is so goddamn expensive, and they got taxes, they got all these rules and regulations with earthquakes and all that. So, understood.
Big facts.
But understood. But like they were saying, and like the young man was saying about Georgia, you know, you got Mississippi, you got Alabama, you know, you got those states, you know, and that's the projects for down the road. Because I got a project manager up here I'm working with, and he wants to do some things. He's in Baltimore now, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? And they're getting some things done. But the only thing now, they got to get the money allocated to them. And actually, they're working with a guy out your area, out of California, as far as financing. So these things can happen, and it's going to happen. You know?
I believe
and it's just, like you said, you got to have that top team, that political team, social team. You know, it takes a lot, but it can happen. It's been done, can be done, and will be done. I got absolute confidence. And those who don't want to believe and those that don't want to be there, fine. Stay your ass where you at. That's just where you got to be there. No more feeling sorry. No more, well, maybe, fuck maybe. You know what I mean? I heard that shit so much coming up. Man, get the fuck out of here. If you don't believe in yourself, who the fuck is going to believe in you? Solid facts. All right, I ain't going to hold you, man.
I appreciate you, dog. Don't be a stranger.
You got an email? Because I'll link you with some of my cats. I got an architect boy down there in Baltimore. And just to get you some numbers and see where they at.
FHAW17 at Gmail.
F is in Frank.
Yeah, FHAW. We at the 123 mark. So it'll pop up. All you got to do is go back to the 123 mark. FHAW 23. You see what I'm saying? FHAW 17 at Gmail, and it'll pop right up. Just go to 123.40. It'll pop right up.
Okay. All right. Listen, bro. Love y'all. Hey, TB. And then tell Reverend Pastor. Tom, my God. Damn. He was fucking us up. I was like, yo, I want to get in there and talk to the young man. He really. He gobbles, man. He's a little greedy, man. I love him, but he's greedy.
You greedy, Pastor. Man, he's still in the tithes and the offering. You know what I mean? He's still in the tithes and offering and the building fund. God damn. I gotta cook, bro. I'm like, nigga, we got a guest, nigga. Hey, see, I spoil niggas. Because when we in here for 2 hours every night, nigga, we could just campaign.
Go ahead. Respect you got for your peeps, man. That's all. I love the death, but you be like, yo, and I got more to say, and I got more. I was like, yo, I was sitting there. I'm like, yo, I need to get on. I just want to rap, and it was like every time I caught, man, I was damn. But anyway. All right, man. All blessings, man. I'm gonna get back in the chat and chill.
Appreciate
and
you.
Get started. All right, appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Pastor 305, man. What's up with that, man? You know damn well you supposed to come in with a comment and ask the question. This nigga came with the comment and then he went to a story. And then he had a conclusion. And then the motherfucker came back and said, guess what? Season 2 coming back tomorrow.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, I came up on the plug.
Hey, I'm about to make that the intro. Welcome to the show. I like that shit. Welcome to the show. What's up, man? What's up? It's all you, nigga. What's up, nigga? Cat got your tongue?
Yep. You kind of breaking up. What I sound like? I'm good.
Yeah, you good. You sound great.
Damn.
Oh, you delayed. No, you're delayed. Come back in. Come back in. I mean, come out and come back in. Yeah, man. I love all y'all though. I'm glad y'all love me back. So, but yeah, man, that shit was funny as hell. Cause I know Triple OG comes in with this. He don't come with questions. He just comes with a statement. You know, now past Usher Deacon 305 is just coming in with statements and shit. It's cool. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I've seen him at Devin's fights. You know, I just never spoken to him, you know what I mean? But I've seen Sincere at Devin's fights. And yeah, they have a good relationship together, and that's pretty dope. Yeah, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, the idea he had is so powerful, man. So powerful, man. If we can come up with our own city, dog, or a block, or even what he said, how about we experiment with a store and say, y'all motherfuckers can't come in here.
Welcome to the show. Hey, I came up on the plug.
Hey, what's up? You good?
What up, Fred? What's good with it? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm about to make that the intro. Welcome to the show. I love that shit, dog. That shit goes. Shit. Yeah,
man. Hey, Fred, you know, yesterday, man, I was turned up, man. You know, I'm just being real. Wilder, that's my guy. That's a friend of mine.
Wilder's a friend of yours?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. You know what I mean? I got videos of Wilder shouting me out while he was in the UK. I remember that song I played for you that day. I had played you a song of mine.
I remember.
Yeah, Wilder was rapping my song word for word, and Wilder said, you know, I love H Money. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I got family members that ain't got no love for me. So the heavyweight champ of the world say he got love for me. You know what I mean? I'm going to ride for him. You know, I'm going to ride for him. And I know that was your boy last night. I didn't mean to get too heated last night.
I ain't mad at that. No, I just wanted you to let him get off. You know what I mean? You were over talking him. I'm like, I don't care if you yell at the nigga, you're a grown ass man. You know what I mean? If he say he can handle it, he can handle it. I don't get in people's way. You know, but if I just wanted him to talk, then you talk. I'm like, nigga, let him go. You can go as long as you want. He's not in a rush. You just let him go.
Sure.
You go, him go, you go, because the auditory, you know what I mean, because we're doing this show for thousands of people, you know what I mean, so it's not like it's just y'all two niggas in the room. It's like people want to hear what you got to say. People are gonna call you crazy. People are gonna say, yeah, he's right. People are gonna say he's crazy, he's right. But you know, but anyways, that's what's up.
For sure. You know, man, DB gave me the word in the chat. You know, he gave me the word, and you know, once the big homie say go get him, H, I'm finna go get him. DB gave me the word in the chat, Fred. I'm like, man, I'm about to go in. You know what I mean?
DB in the chat earlier yesterday.
Yeah, he ain't got to tell me twice, but he tell me once, and I'm stepping up to the plate. You know what I mean? And shout out to DB for sure, man. And shout out to Sincere, who was just here. He said Devin Haney was his favorite fighter. You know what I mean? And you know that's my guy right there, Fred. You know what I mean? For sure, it's about two fighters that you know that I act like that with. When it comes to Wilder is family. Devin Haney is family. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, I'm gonna ride out for him. You know what I'm saying? I see you got Earl Spence versus Maurice Lee on the title. So you want to talk to me about that? Is that official? What's going on with it?
Hey, dog, if y'all missed this shit, I'm gonna say this shit. Y'all niggas don't like it. Some of y'all niggas are very orthodox, and I applaud that shit. Feel free to be orthodox, but let me say this: I appreciated that nigga today. What's his name? I appreciated Maurice Lee today. Oh man, did I ever appreciate him, dog? The reason why he sold it. The nigga sold it, and it was hilarious. And guess what? His brand expanded. Listen, it's sports and to me, it's sports and entertainment. You know what I mean? He's doing a great job. We don't complain when Ryan Garcia is calling out Deontay Wilder, right? We don't complain when he's calling out Chocolatito. You know, nigga done called out everybody in the world. You know what I mean? He done called out everyone in the world. But if y'all ain't seen the shit, oh my God, nigga, I've been laughing when I say I've been crying all day, I've been crying all day. Listen, watch this shit.
You know. Hold on, nigga. This is about the fight with Earl Spence. Man, you're not fighting no Spence. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you're so low fake.
Oh God. So that's him, dog. That's him, man. It was just hilarious, dog. He was shout out to the Boxing Voice. Shout out to the Boxing Voice. They did the interview earlier, man. And in my honest opinion, it was all cap. It was 100% cap, but the nigga sold it. The nigga sold it. Jesus Christ, amen. Oh man, he was in full-blown character mode. Y'all niggas watch WWE? You know what I mean? Shit, y'all, man, it was. I loved it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all, nigga. I loved every moment of it. You know what I mean? And guess what? The next time y'all see Maurice Lee on the bill, y'all gonna pay attention. Y'all want to see if this. I want to see if this nigga's any good. I think he's 11-1. I want to see if this nigga's any good. You know what I mean? I guarantee you're gonna do that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm at, man. But it was all cap. Continue.
Well, Fred, he doing a good job promoting himself. He's doing a hell of a job, and he's been doing that for about the last couple months. You know what I mean? People talking about Maurice Lee right now. You know what I mean? So
I am.
He's doing his job.
Got a show out of me. Yeah.
He's doing his job, Fred. And you know what you think about that fight between Maurice Lee and Earl Spence? Is it a fight that you want to see? Is it a fight that should happen? I think it should happen. I want to see it.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas. For real. I want to see him in a main event. Strictly for press. I want to see Maurice Lee. I just want to see that nigga in a main event press where you know that nigga's gonna get all the time and attention he wants and needs. Oh my gosh. Man, don't you know I've been laughing all day between Tyron Brown saying Sean Porter fights like a gangbanger and this shit. Oh my God, man, I've been crying all day long, and I haven't laughed in a long time. Like I haven't laughed like this in a long time. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. That shit has just been epic, you know. So nah, it ain't happening. But I want to see Maurice Lee in the main event, though. I have.
For sure. So it's not gonna happen. Like it's not a chance that it. For real. I mean, Earl Spence coming off that car accident, though, Fred. Like he almost lost his life, and you know, Earl Spence, bro. That car accident was serious because he even said he doesn't even remember what happened. Like he doesn't remember. He just remember waking up in the hospital.
Yeah, that's true. I heard him say that, and that's what happens. You know, it was very traumatic. What happened to Earl? And the nigga just lost a few teeth and got scraped up. That nigga's the miracle man. That nigga's Earl, the miracle man Spence. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? God has a greater shit. The universe has a greater plan, and he knows it. You know what I mean? Now I'm the guy. The same way I did Adrian Broner. Y'all don't know many of these stories, but I used to grab Adrian Broner like, nigga, what are you doing? Fuck you doing wasting your fucking opportunity? AB will tell you. You know what I mean? I grabbed him at Floyd's 40th birthday party. Nigga, what are you doing? Stop wasting this opportunity. You know Al Heyman gave you this opportunity for a reason, nigga. Don't blow it. Oh no, man. And I will gladly do that to Earl. Matter of fact, I'll do it to Wilder. All them niggas. Like, you know what I mean? It's not because I think like people like y'all think I'm crazy on this, but I still think Broner has an outside chance now. He had an inside chance years ago when Al Heyman gave him the Midwest. You know, Al Heyman literally gave Adrian Broner the Midwest. Obviously, he wanted to monetize Adrian Broner, but that's when the About Billions came out promotion, and he had that fight card with Robert Easter against Comey and all them guys. Remember, he had multiple fight cards, you know, Adrian Broner, and he didn't take advantage of the opportunity, I thought, in my opinion. And I think that these guys are more important or as important or more important outside the ring as they are inside the ring. And I think people like Earl Spence, or excuse me, men like Earl Spence, Deontay Wilder, Adrian Broner, Tank Davis, you know, who has that pulse, where like the culture just gravitates towards them instinctively. You understand what I'm saying? I think that they have greater purposes, you know, so it's just my opinion. And I just want him to get everything out the game that he possibly could.
For sure, Fred. I kind of feel like Earl Spence, you know what I'm saying? He didn't ask for a tune-up fight. He's a fighter. He said that he wants to fight the best. He said he wants to go fight Manny Pacquiao's, Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford right now. You know what I mean? But, you know, I feel like I want to see him in there possibly with a Maurice Lee, because I just want to see where Earl Spence is at after that car accident. You know what I mean? He never asked for the tune-up, but I feel like he deserves a tune-up, you know, coming back, you know what I'm saying, to boxing after that accident. You know what I mean? If he ever deserved a tune-up fight, it will be now. You know what I mean? We in quarantine. It probably is not going to be no fans available. You know what I mean? So why not do the Maurice Lee fight on the comeback? That's all I'm saying. Why not?
Nah, that's an option. That's definitely an option. But Earl wants the 3 fights. You know, in my humble opinion, and I haven't spoken to Earl or his team, but I mean, his time at 147 is rather limited. You know, I mean, coming off an accident, inactivity, he got to rehab. He don't have to rehab his body per se, but he got to get his body back down to where he can make the weight come. Shall we use the term easy? You know, so his time I think is limited at 147. You just literally outgrow the division. You know, I don't know how much longer he has. Say he has 3 fights, but he joked around and said with what's the young man that calls the fights at PBC? He's a cool dude. The guy with the great Gabriel. Yeah.
Okay.
He said I'm gonna stay down there even if you got to cut off my leg or my arm or something. So he's alluding to the fact that he has limited time at 147, and I hope that he gets everything he deserves. But I think Maurice, if he fights Maurice Lee, he would have to come back in 60 days or 90 days right back. You know what I mean? Like he would have to stay in camp for Danny Garcia. He can't wait the 6 months, you know.
For sure. You know, Earl Spence, he wants those big fights. The big money fights are at 147 pounds for him. You got Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford fight right there. And that's why he's staying there. Even that Keith Thurman fight that he never got, that he always wanted. You know what I'm saying? So the big money fights is at 147 pounds. So that's the only reason why he's staying at 147. You know what I mean? He chasing that Pacquiao fight. He wants, you know, that Terrence Crawford fight that everybody's talking about. You know what I mean? So other than that, then he gonna move up to 154. But remember, Fred, in that interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson on All the Smoke, he said that you know, he lost 15 pounds during quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So he's eating right, and you know what I'm saying? He's more dedicated than ever. So, you know, I think Earl Spence, bro, we hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can get him in there with Maurice Lee and then possibly Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford, Fred. So appreciate you, my brother. You know what I mean? Yesterday, you know, I was kind of heated, like I said.
And in the barbershop. You ain't got
Fred. But, hey, Fred, appreciate it, man. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? For putting me on here. I'm not one of them hoe ass dudes, Fred. That you know what I mean?
An apology.
I'm not one of them hoe ass dudes that gonna be mad and get it on my feelings or anything like that. Nah, you know what I mean? It's cool. I respect you for letting me on the channel, and thank you, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Shout outs to Wilder. We coming back stronger. Shout outs to Haney. Shout outs to Fred. Shout outs to DB, Reggie Owens. You know what I mean? Asia Math, J8. You know what I mean? D Hodges. Reggie Owens again, you know what I mean? Triple OG, you feel me? Appreciate it, Fred. When you gonna block me, let me go in and chat and mingle with my people, man.
I gotta figure that shit out. I literally gotta figure. I don't know. I ain't been on regular. I don't go on regular YouTube anymore. I ain't been on regular YouTube since September. So I'm being honest. All I do is go through StreamYard. I don't even go through it no more. So I got to go through the settings and all that shit. I ain't been on the settings and none of that shit. To be honest with you, I'm keeping
Fred.
It the butt.
Peace though, man. I'm gonna get with you tomorrow.
All right, for sure. All right, peace. Yo, this intro is dope.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, I came up on the plug.
I'm fucking with that intro. I'm gonna cut off. I came up with the plug. I'm just gonna say, welcome to the show. We fucking with that, huh, TB? We gonna fuck with that or what?
Yeah, man, I like that. I like that a lot.
Me too. I fucks with that. What's up, man?
So I finally get to come on. I finally get to talk on the show and talk about boxing
Oh, okay.
and not be philosophizing and all that kind of crap.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so they talk about dude was talking about Manny Pacquiao. Now,
who was talking about Manny Pacquiao? Oh, he was. Okay, yeah, for a hot set.
Yeah. He brought up Manny Pacquiao. Man, as far as I'm concerned, as far as Manny Pacquiao is concerned in the 147 division, man, I don't consider Manny Pacquiao a serious fighter in the 147 division because he always fights somebody coming off a loss or somebody that's showing some type of vulnerability. He don't fight he's not trying to fight nobody that's that's at their strongest point. He always try to fight somebody that's coming off a loss or coming off a bad fight or coming off or something like that. He's like an opportunist. I mean, I'm saying it's like he's cherry picking every fight. You know what I mean? When he jumped in the ring after the Errol Spence fight, and Errol Spence called him out, and he's like, oh yeah, we can do that, and then he ran, and then supposedly he was trying to do some type of negotiating with Terrence Crawford, but then Bob Arum said that there wasn't enough money involved. Of course, there's not enough money involved right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic. That's common sense. Where the money gonna come from? You can't have an audience with social distancing. You can't fill a venue. When it comes to the pay-per-view, you got to throw a lot of money into the promotion in order to get people to buy it and stay home and watch it. So, and then the problem with that is that Bob Arum don't promote black fighters. He don't promote black United States fighters. He don't promote black fighters at all, actually. So when you go to promote Terrence Crawford, people want to say, well, who the hell is Terrence Crawford? They don't know who Manny Pacquiao is because he's not American. And that's Bob Arum's MO. And then when it comes to Deontay Wilder, this guy got into boxing from driving a beer truck because he had to figure out a way to fend for his daughter with spina bifida. I knew somebody with spina bifida. This guy became heavyweight champion of the world, WBC heavyweight champion of the world, all to fend for his daughter.
You're right.
You think about that. Think about that. The willpower it would take to become a bronze medalist and then become WBC champ, all to be able to pay the medical bills for your daughter. And keeping a focus on D, I can say that I can personally identify with his thinking on that because I remember 2007, 2008, right before Barack Obama got elected, the economy the economy tanked out, right?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I owned a trucking company. The diesel prices went up over $3 a gallon. It took almost $1,000 or more, depending on the size of the tanks, for me to fill up for one fill up in one of my trucks. Now, let's say it was $1,000 to fill up the truck, and the load only paid $1,200. My company went bankrupt. I ended up going back into the military to get my retirement to finish out my time in the military to at least be able to have retirement. And then in 2013, because I didn't have any type of college fund set up for my kids, I volunteered for a combat deployment to Afghanistan. I landed in Afghanistan on Christmas Day 2013. I was due to get out of the military December 29th. I extended my contract for another year in order to finish the deployment and go through Yellow Ribbon and, you know, and what have you, whatever. Got messed up over there, whatever. Ended up retiring. And here we are today. But not having anything to do with me, but I can understand where that man is coming from. So it takes a man to do what that man has done. So any guy that would stand up and, you know what I'm saying, with his bare face open and try to talk down on this guy and say, oh, what, his skills ain't on point, or what, his this and his that and his this and whatever. That dude's motives for what he is doing, you can't touch that. You can't touch it. Hey, Fred, that's not preaching.
I appreciate you.
Those are facts. That's not preaching.
All right, one.
All right, man.
All right, one. Now we got dueling pastors now. What the hell's going on in the barbershop? Hey, where's Triple OG at? Hey, you know, I'll tell you something, guys. I ran across something today. Hey, Reggie Owens, you in here? You in here, Reggie Owens? I got something I want to show you, man. I got something I want to show you, man. And as I told you guys before, you Red's probably making a barbecue again. What's up, man? Hold on one second, man. Oh, go ahead. I'll talk about this separate. What's up? I'll give you that.
Welcome to the show. Hey, I came up on the plug.
I'm fucking with that intro. Bang. What's up? Your phone fucking up again? Again? You say your phone fuck up again? Hey, so anyways, man, I'm gonna play this shit one more time because this shit is hilarious. Sorry, guys, I'm laughing.
You know, hold on, nigga. This is about the fight with Earl Spence. Man, you're not fighting. Shut the fuck up. Oh, you're so low fight.
That what was so funny about that shit was his comeback line. Maurice Lee comeback line was perfect. He said, "Oh, you of little faith," or he said, "Ye of little faith." Either the two. That's what a Christian is supposed to say. Oh my God, hilarious, dog. Hilarious, man. Oh, I enjoyed every bit of that shit. When I say I enjoyed that shit today, I enjoyed that shit today. I was trying to get him on, but maybe he'll come on sometime this week. I enjoy him. Shit. I want that nigga to shine. Shit. Fuck it. What else we gonna talk about? We're about to go on a quarantine again at the end of September. What do y'all want to talk about? End of September, October, man. Maybe even early September, August. We going right back into quarantine. So I don't want to hear. Might as well enjoy your little freedom you got. You better go get your little quarantine bay and set her up nicely. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna need her to the end of the year, to early next year. I'm telling you, what they need to do is just shut the banks down. Shut the banks down so people don't have to worry about anything. Keep everyone's health care current. You know what I mean? And or make health care free. Or I don't know what the term you use. You know what I mean? And so people like me ain't got to work. You know what I mean? So we don't have to charge rents and mortgages and all that. Just shut it down. Like they did in Italy and Canada. Just shut it down. You know? And see you tomorrow, E. And you know, that's what it is. So that's kind of what I believe. But let me share this with y'all really, really quick. I want y'all to. I learned this listening to. I want to give her credit. Gosh, what's her name? I was listening to the Breakfast Club interview. Oh my God, what's her name? I want to give her credit. So let me give her credit real quick. Breakfast Club. Her name is. And I suggest everyone go watch this interview. Angela Stanton. She's gonna be famous by the end of this. Go watch the Angela. Oh, you listen to that shit. Yeah, that shit was funny, right? Hey, Angela Stanton. I watched her on the Breakfast Club. This is a great reason. See, listen, I saw so much on both sides, the Republican side and the Republican side and the Democratic side. So much so we've been so doctrinated. What's the DJ Envy got so many Democratic talking points, and Angela Stanton had talking points. But when you get to in my humble opinion, when you got to the meat of it, they were like, oh, in my humble opinion, when you get there, you like, maybe I can take some things from the Republican Party. Maybe I can take things from the Democratic Party, because I know there's Democrats who don't believe in abortion, and I know there's Republicans who believe in abortion. You know what I mean? So, so you got to take that into account too. So, I think that it's important that but this was a great listen to, because you saw. Oh yeah, she was on Young Pharaoh today too. She sure was. I gotta watch it. Yeah, shout out to Young Pharaoh too. It was what was it? Angela Stanton, right? And she made up a point about how Donald Trump freed. Now, I haven't finished my homework on this yet. I'll have all this shit by tomorrow, because now I'm excited to go through this motherfucking foxhole now. And she said 7,100. It was actually 3,100. But I want to do some comparative analysis to Donald Trump. And what she said, she had the percentage right, 91%. So I thought that was phenomenal. So I'm gonna look at this article, and as I said, I'm not an advocate of Donald Trump. I just know 90% of the people that look like me are going to vote Democrat, or historically have voted. That's a better term. Historically have voted Democrat. So that's the reason why I'm talking to Democrats so much. If it was the other way around, I would do the same. Okay. So I just want to awaken the macro, you know what I mean? And so that's where I'm coming from. Okay. So I just want y'all to know that's where I'm coming from. So yeah, she did. She threw a no-hitter. She was, man, go watch. She didn't throw a no-hitter. But, Donald Trump has some racism tendencies in him. She said he's not racist. He got some racist tendencies in him. And I see it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll use the example today. For real. No lie. They were talking about Donald Trump say he's going to give somebody 10 years for tearing down a statue. That shit is just a talking point. I see Fox talking about it. It's fear. It's a fear tactic. It's a fear. That's like a jaywalking ticket. And two, it's already, listen, y'all dumb motherfuckers are feeding into that shit. It's already a crime to tear down a statue. It's already a crime. So what are you talking about? How the fuck can you tear down state property or federal property? I don't know. It's already a crime. So these talking points are like how they instill fear. Like it is just beyond me. To me personally, maybe I get yeah, he probably said that shit of beautiful statues. Hey, listen, he can put any adjective he want on it. You know what I mean? He can put any adjective he wants on it, but they're attempting to exercise power over the public. Power is the ability to define reality and have others accept it as reality. Liars everywhere. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, listen. I know for the duration of this campaign, y'all gonna say, man, he sure is pretty hard on Democrats. I'm gonna have to preface this every night. I have to be, because those are the most stubborn people. You know what I mean? As it relates to people that look like me. So that's why I'm going to start coming. You're already going to go to jail for tearing down the statue. You're not going to do 10 years for tearing down the statue 9 times out of 10. Okay. You're not going to do 10 years. Okay. Definitely not, especially with social media. You're not doing 10 years for tearing down the statue. Okay. Just like you're not doing 99 years for a felony. You know what I mean? You're not doing 99 years. Okay. You're not, it's just not happening. Like Yaya, she's not doing 99 years. Okay. Come on, man. Let's just be pragmatic and just have an understanding and stop going with these emotional reactions and shit. You know, you're going to jail, you tear down a statue. Okay. If they catch you, you're going to jail. You're going to jail for vandalizing. It's simple. I'm not advocating on each side. I'm just being pragmatic. You understand what I'm saying? And so the point of this is I wanted to research what she said. Now, I haven't did the Obama and Hillary. Who was the president before Obama? George Bush, because I want to do George Bush, Obama, and Trump so I can have a baseline. You know what I mean? I don't want to say, well, Trump did this, and I don't have no analysis for Obama, and I don't have a comparative analysis as the barometer for the median. You know what I mean? So I just did Trump at about 8 o'clock today. And I'm excited to look for Obama because I know Obama probably freed a lot of people too. You know what I mean? But let me get this up so we can go through this shit together because I think it's important that we just state the truth. You know what I mean? People hide the truth and I'm guilty of this too. You know, I'm not perfect. People hide the truth. I mean, to make points. You know. I do that with my kids all the time. You know, so the title of it, 91% of inmates freed by First Step Act were blacks. Should we give Republicans credit? Okay. Now let's go through the first chapter of the article and you guys can. So I just want to go through the statistics. Okay. The report, here it is right here. Here it is right here. The report by the U.S. Sentencing Commission revealed that 91.3% of the 1,051 people who received retroactive sentencing reductions due to the passage of the First Step Act were black. Republicans scheduled photo ops with newly released prisoners. The ultra-conservative Washington Examiner called it Kushner's Reform Bill, which benefit blacks overwhelmingly. A video of a formerly incarcerated man, thank you to Donald Trump, even went viral. Okay, let's listen to this. I haven't heard this yet. Okay, I'm being honest. I played it for 7 seconds. I look at it here. I played it for 7 seconds, and then I had to do some stuff around the house. So I just want this to get information. Okay, information. This is just information. All right.
Hey, Kareem, good morning, man. Listen, let me tell you something. God is amazing. Walked into the Waffle House, met a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in over 20 years because he's been confined in federal prison. But I'm going to give him an opportunity to tell you and the world what the First Step Act has done for him.
Yeah, my name's Anthony Swanson. I was incarcerated with 2 life sentences.
Wow.
The First Step Act came out, man. I filed a motion pursuant to modify my sentence pursuant to Section 404 of the First Step Act. And man, they granted it, gave me 262 months time served.
Wow.
And released me on May the 24th, 2019. I didn't have no way out. I didn't see no way out, man. But I kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting, man. And the First Step Act, man, helped me out, man. I wanna just thank Kushner, man, for pushing the bill and President Trump for signing it. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all, man.
Wow.
Appreciate you.
Hey, man, that's what it's all about, man. There are hundreds of people leaving out.
Wow. That's overwhelming. That shit hit home for me, man. I'm not saying Trump 2020. Now you ain't about to give me I saw your comments. You ain't about to get me on that shit. But I'm just saying this. I appreciate you, G-Mac. Oh, man. If you're black and choose to participate in this election cycle without tangibles, you're completely off code. Huh. You better tell them. You better tell them, G. You better tell them. This isn't historical. This isn't the historical Republican Party. You know, I'm just giving you guys the information. I think it's just important. And I want you guys to do your research on it. And I have yet, I'm going to repeat this now because I know people are going to watch the replay. I haven't got to President Obama and what he did, because I know he has some legislation that benefited, I'm sure, inmates and stuff like that. And I want to do George Bush. So George Bush can be the baseline, and we can say, is it better here or is it worse here? You know, I don't want to go back to. And the irony about this is, the irony of this whole thing is that you guys need to understand is, he was in jail for crack. Listen, I'm gonna see what he was in jail for. He was serving double life sentence for crack. Think about that for a second. The nigga was doing a double life sentence for crack cocaine. Does that hurt your heart or what? He was doing, listen to me. Your vote have to make sense. That shit hurt my heart, man. He was doing double life for crack cocaine. No one deserves to do double life for crack cocaine. Crack cocaine. Man, that shit hurts my heart, man. Crack cocaine. I'm sorry, I'm being repetitive. It just breaks my heart, man. How the fuck you do double life for crack cocaine? How much crack do you got to sell to get a double life? To get a double, don't you think? I'm just guesstimating. Is 15 years enough? Like, what, Andre 3000? If 16 ain't enough, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, how do you get a double life sentence for crack? Think about that. Put that in. You didn't kill nobody. Crack. And I mean, was he a drug kingpin or something like that? Even if you're a drug kingpin, double life? And you obviously know where I'm taking you guys to. The Joe Biden bill, the 1994 crime bill. He got, man, it's just beyond my own understanding, man. Like, I'm trying to make it make sense. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how you do life for crack. You know what I mean? I don't know how you do, like, I'm conceptually, I'm just being pragmatic about this. How do you do double life for crack? What, he had a brick in his trunk? He had 2 bricks in his trunk. Okay, he had 20 bricks in his trunk. Double life? Double life for a brick? Come on, y'all. I mean, and a nigga get 10 years for manslaughter? Come on, man. Nigga get time served. Nigga get time served for rape when he goes through trial? Come on, man. I'm just trying to make it make sense, man. You know what I mean? And I just genuinely believe that. Oh, man. That shit hurt my heart. That's the first time I saw it. That hurt my heart, man. He did double life for crack. The nigga didn't kill nobody. The nigga probably smoked a little bit, drank a little bit, fucked a little bit, sold a little bit. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody selling a lot in America. They know if you selling a lot, they know. All right. Man, they got cell phones now. You can't sell crack and get away with it now. Come on, let's call a spade a spade. You ain't getting away. They're allowing you to get away with it. You know what I mean? So I know this was 20 years ago. The nigga said 209 months time served. God damn, that's over 20 years. 240 is 20 years. 240 months is 20 years. Man, come on, man. So it's just some things to put on your palate. And I was doing I'm gonna find the other thing I was looking at. So here's this bill. Yeah, so Obama. Yeah, so yeah, 62% of the people. Yeah, this article is really good. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So if you guys get a chance, because it links to what Obama did. Okay. Here. So that's the article. Mike Weary said Joe Biden is district. He's very district. He said he ain't even got a campaign. Man, I'm only man, please, man. At least listen to me. I'm not saying I have the answers, but just at least listen. You know what I mean? At least listen. I think, a piece of me thinks that there's a level of arrogance to the Democratic Party. There's a level of arrogance. You know what I mean? They think, Karen Bass is going to help. Maxine Waters is going to help. Keisha Bottoms is going to help. You know what I mean? We ain't got to do that. Andrew Cuomo and his brothers on CNN every night. You know what I mean? We got posts in the community. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna not reelect us. Man, read the signs, man. And Fox ain't no better. You know what I mean? I'm not saying Fox is better, but I got to speak to the masses. All right. So yeah, hit that like button, man. But I just want to there was another article. Hopefully I can find it, man. I don't know if I'm gonna find it tonight because we had 11 o'clock. DB, where you at? Damn, I forgot we had a guest. Shit. Damn. Let me see if I can find that because I did read another article prior to that because it said it has a Wikipedia page. Perfect. The First Step Act among changes, but there was something that said it's going to get 50. Man, I got to read this on my own. There's no way I'll be able to be as concise as I can. All right. So there's no way I can do this tonight. But I just want y'all to Google the First Step Act. Okay. Google the First Step Act and we'll talk about it tomorrow or the days after. Yeah, I got to bring you in, Deep. I just heard about it, listening to her interview, and I was intrigued by it. So that's where we're at with it. So DB, where you at, DB? You still here? DB gone. DB out of this motherfucker. DB, okay, I respect that. Somebody tell me to play the song. Fred, take a page out of my book. I only debate with my equals. All others I attempt to teach. Thank you, G-Mac. I'm going to have to sit next to you more often at a weigh-in. You know what I mean? You know. Oh, DB still here? Yeah, your phone lines are open. The phone lines are open, big homie. What's up, DB? I thought you had to make a quick run real quick. What's up?
No, I'm finna make a run, but
okay.
Man, yeah, it was good, man. Sincere came in cooking. You know, it's funny is
Go ahead.
I see him at the clubs all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when I'm working at nighttime. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And I see him. You know, say what's up to him. You know, he one of the big heads in the clubs, whatever. You know, I just dap him up and then let him go about his way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm at the front door, you know what I'm saying, he hollering at the valet or he'd be in the back or something. You know what I'm saying? But I see him. Shit, damn near every night.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Never knew because only thing is I just dap them up and shit. I just you know what I'm saying. I just be there doing my thing, and most of the time it be with strippers and you know what I'm saying, those broads, and I be putting on my mean mug face when I be dealing with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying. So I don't be showing them no mercy.
Uh-huh.
So, but yeah. Anyway, that'd be the deal. So I had no idea this was his get down. Right. So. He probably gonna hate it now because I'm finna be in his ear every time I see him. Like, what's up? Like, yeah, let's ride. I'm ready to go to the city management office tomorrow. Let's go do something.
Facts.
He gonna be like, why did I get in contact with this nigga like this?
Facts.
So, yeah, and he know when he see me or when all the gangbangers come through there. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas from 30s and 6'0". Hey, Trey, all the niggas know me when they come in. What up, my name? You know what I'm saying? And they go inside. So when he see me, he just gonna know, like, okay, I thought this nigga was just with the game banging shit. But au contraire, mon frere. This is gonna be great. I'm loving that he came in today. I'm hyped up right now. Can't wait to do something with him.
I dare to tear into your ego, Weibo, way back like some ganja and Filippo. I just want to finish the verse. You know what I mean?
Right on. Yeah, but man, I see my big brother Gregory X in the building. Salute, young sir.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and I know once they start talking about religion, boy, I already knew the chat was finna go crazy. I was just looking for two people. I was looking to see what Jay Cooley was finna say, and I was looking to see Reggie Owens what he was finna say. As soon as he said something about Barack Obama, I said, "Yeah."
Oh, I saw that. He get mad when you talk about Obama. I'm like, dude, no one is above reproach, nigga. If I came in here talking some bullshit, man, y'all niggas better call me out. Shit. You know what I mean?
On everything.
Every now and again, a nigga feel himself, but god damn, man, you say anything, man. Obama, that's not. He spilled something on this too. That's not important.
Yeah, that wasn't a Chicago fade. His haircut was like something out of South Dakota. Hopefully, nobody from South Dakota in here like, oh, why you clowning?
Right.
Yeah, well, y'all fades is fucked up. That's why. Nah. Yeah, so tomorrow what we got?
Us.
Right on.
Yeah, we're doing two guests a week. We're gonna do 2 guests a week. I already got the next 2 weeks locked in. We got Stormy Night. Beautiful Stormy Night. Oh man, if y'all need to see. Do y'all want to see who we got?
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay. I got you. Next Monday we have Stormy Night. Oh my God. She has a great story too, but you know, the beauty gonna bring everyone in. So we might as well just show how beautiful she is. I mean,
that ain't Stormy B-Man's sister, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just making sure.
All right, I got you. There you go. You good? Can you see, nigga? You hung up, D? No. You like that? You good? You like that? You comfortable with that?
I don't see nothing.
Is that DB approved? How about this?
I don't see nothing. Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Is that DB approved?
Yeah, 3 check marks.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, we
right
got
on.
her, and we have her on Monday, and July 2nd we got Armani.
Is it politics or what? Just life?
Yeah, life. Yeah.
Okay.
And Mani on camera, she's gorgeous. So we got her
Right
coming
on.
in. We got her coming in on Thursday. She's a model and an actress, but she talked that shit. She talked that shit. You know what I mean?
Well, we're gonna have to teach her then.
Yeah.
We're gonna teach her about boxing first. But well, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, and then Monday we got Nipsey's producer. He produced the Victory Lap. That shit gonna be cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Thursday we got July 8th we got Minister Tony Muhammad.
Yes.
That shit gonna
be
the honorable Minister Tony Muhammad. We about to that shit gonna be fire. Fasten your seatbelts, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all niggas, fasten your seatbelt. All y'all motherfucking Christians, fasten your seatbelts because oh man, it's gonna be
everybody fasten your seatbelts.
Everybody.
He ain't gonna come in here and do nothing but speak truth.
That's it. Yeah, it's gonna be fire. That show gonna be fire. He can't wait neither. We was on the phone for 20 minutes yesterday or 2 days ago, either the two, and we gonna be on that. We gonna be on that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we got some hot shows, and then so the following week I got some guests on the moves, and we'll be good. So maybe I'll get J-Rock in if I can convince him to stay up late. I got to give him a pitch.
Now, hold on. When you say J-Rock, though, J-Rock can go 3 ways. Though we talking about football player, we talking about rapper, or we talking about
boxing. I was thinking about getting him on because I like J-Rock. So hopefully I can get him on. You know,
get J-Rock to come on with the minister. That'll be dope. Just at least have him listen in. I know he'd appreciate that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we got Terrence Bailey Sr. always in there showing love. The Queen, Patty Dean.
Oh, Patty's in there. What's up, Patty?
Got box fans. Just so y'all know, box fans originally from this soil right here.
Oh, okay.
So it ain't where you're from. It ain't where you're at. It's where you're from.
Box
That's the
fan,
saying.
like shit. She approved.
Yeah. Tell it like it is. TV right on with the brother Lewis
Patty,
Hinton in the building.
Tell it like it is. Got Trump 2020. He voting for Trump. And that's cool. I respect that. Listen, I don't take to the notion if you're black and Republican, you're a coon, because you can say the same thing about Catholics. You can say the same thing about everything else in life. You know what I mean? If the Republican Party fits you, the Republican Party fits you. You know what I mean? Like because here's the catch. And we got to have this conversation. We got to have people on both sides. How about the people in Texas? How about the black people in Texas? We need black Republicans to have the black experience to protect the black people in Texas. You know what I mean? How about Pennsylvania? You know what I mean? How about Ohio if it turns red again? You know what I mean? So how about Omaha, Nebraska? How about, you know what I mean, Oklahoma? You know, we need, if we're going to believe in this Republican and Democratic America, we got to have black Republicans. You know what I mean? If that's the case, then black people can't live in Texas because they're not going to be treated fairly. You know,
there's some liberal conservatives and there's some conservative liberals.
Yeah.
Some people are far right and some people are far left wingers. I get it. I understand.
Yeah. So I thought that shit was funny. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I laughed. All y'all niggas sent that shit to me about the Coon song, the Coon song. But I'm like, in my head, I laughed. And then when you sit back and analyze shit, you don't know their life story. Are they supporting Trump or are they supporting the party? You understand what I'm saying? And if they're getting $500,000 in tax breaks, $250,000, that quite possibly could have been the doctor of 20 offices. You know what I mean? I'm not, and please make sense. I hope you guys make sense. And I would say the same thing about a white person being a Democrat. You know what I mean? How can white people have the ability to be both, but blacks can only be one? You know what I mean?
Right.
Blacks can only be Democrats, but whites can be Republicans and Democrats. You know what I mean? So I don't subscribe to that. You know what I mean? Although it was funny though. That shit was funny. The black people dancing at Trump's rally. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jay-Z and Nas are Republicans. Thank you, dog. I used to work out to that song all the time. Yeah, that beat.
Andre Berto.
Berto's a Republican?
Man, he was at the White House with a MAGA hat on.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Berto? And I respect that.
Berto.
I respect that. You know what I mean? Berto been a millionaire since he was 18 years old. And I'm not saying money is the only thing that makes you a Republican, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's just great thoughts I had in my head, man. So don't be afraid to say, if you voting for Trump and you got your reasons, call into the show. I know most of us are Democrats or was raised Democrats or got Democratic
by default.
Democrat and I fall for that. I'm Democrat by default. You know what I mean? So don't feel bad. And so your civil liberties,
we're about the policy, not the party.
Yeah, your civil liberties are welcome here. You know what I mean?
Right. We are about the policies, not the party.
Exactly. And me too. I'm definitely about the policies. Fuck that shit. I wish I could.
Matter of fact, that's the new hashtag.
What is
policies, not party.
Yeah, policies over party. Huh? How about that? How's that better?
Yeah, I like it.
Policies over party.
Last quick
no,
thing.
Take your time.
I remember when Floyd Joy Sinclair was getting ready for his last fight, and he had the option of fighting two people. It was Andre Berto, and remember who the other person was?
Yeah, the kid from Oaktown.
Exactly, Kareem Mayfield.
Yeah, Kareem Mayfield.
Kareem Mayfield does so much for the community, man. You have no idea how much work that dude put in.
A lot. He lost his brother. Oh, go ahead. You about to lead into that. Go ahead.
No, what were you saying? I didn't even hear you.
You about to talk about his brother, right?
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
but just saying, Andre Berto got all of this money from fighting Floyd, and if Kareem Mayfield would have got those same M's, it would have been so much better, not just for the community in Oakland, but for all of California and for a whole lot of underprivileged children. You know what I'm saying? But we gave it to Andre Berto. But anyway, go ahead, talk about his brother real quick.
I think his brother was murdered by police brutality.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, God, see, I wasn't even thinking about that at the moment, but that would have been so big for us. But, you know, Floyd always make the wrong decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you know, the fat lady has a song.
I was actually on the phone.
Intended.
Yeah, I was actually on. I can't make that public. Anyways, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
Tony Gwynn's sister, is she a hefty woman?
Yeah. Yeah. Thick woman. She's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga, you're not about to have me co-sign that. Yeah, she's thick.
No. I'm just saying.
She's thick. Yeah, she's thick. She's thick. She's thick.
I didn't want to say the fat lady has song because that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But the thick sister has song. Play the song.
Appreciate you, DV.
All
right, what? J.A. Dixon. Hey, Patty Dean, Terrence. J.A. Dixon. Mark Wonderlick. Why not? Hustler Slim. Terrence. Tell it like it is. Terrence, man, I appreciate you, man. Hustler Slim. Bumpy. Patty Dean, what it do? Hey, Larry. Natasha, welcome back. Welcome back. Give you a big hug. Welcome back, Natasha. Hustler Slim. What's up, Bumpy Johnson? Asia Math, always here, always here. Hold down STL, man. Hold it down. What's up, T Jack, Dave Jack, Patty Dean, Box fans? What's up? Come back to Cali. Hey, I appreciate everybody coming in, man. Thank you to Sincere, Miss Oracle, for putting it together. We appreciate you, man. And we got more coming. You know what I mean? And we good. Oh, super cool, man. You too late. Sing this shit.
Cause the devil is a liar. I tell you the truth. It's only what you do. So things you gotta do.
Hey, I will agree with Reggie Owens on this. We built this motherfucking country. We ain't got to go nowhere. And you can go to Africa. You know what I mean? No problem with you going to Africa. You got to call in tomorrow, Super Cool. And yeah, you go to Africa. You can go to Africa too. You know what I mean? Asia Math, DB, Peter Hernandez. I got my 5 mics. Mark Wonderlick. I got them. Yay! I got them, big dog. No backing down. For the children, from the giving. Yeah. So don't forget to do your research on the First Step Act, all right? Because I want to compare that to President Obama, just so we can have analysis. You know what I mean? We can come back and talk about that all this week. So yeah, let's turn this hoe up.
Where we like it, while cancer slow on our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground.
Last time.
Go and fight this final round.
Life's a play with no rehearsal.
Learn quickly, they'll come for your own. Can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. So please you gotta do.
Hey. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. And yeah, we out this motherfucker. Talk to y'all niggas later.